You're now listening to the Thousand Story Podcast, presented by Thousand Story.
Yo, what if one time somebody like listened to the episode and it was my voice instead of yours? I feel like people would be like, what?
Wait, hold on.
Is this the same podcast?
We should do it. We should do something.
Just to mess with people one day.
Because the thing is, I also want to replace my voice with the plug voice.
Oh, yeah. No, but I just think that would be hilarious.
Well,
like, whose voice is this?
you're now listening to the
Thousand Story Podcast. You know what? I'll say it differently.
Well,
You're now listening to the Thousand Story Podcast with your hosts, Navi and Luis.
Hey, guys.
How y'all doing? All right, so I recently watched the Ladies Man movie.
If you couldn't tell.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all ever seen that show. So it was based off an SNL skit. Oh God, I can't remember the main actor on it. But that's just the way he talks. He's like, you're now listening to the Ladies Man Hour with your host. I don't even remember his name. I'm doing a terrible job.
Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
So today we are going to be talking about. Well, actually, first of all, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's episode 1.
It's episode 1.
I just started talking.
It's all good.
Damn. Episode 1, season 2.
We out here with noises and shit.
We got new noises.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Applauses and shit. That's how we rolling.
Fuck yeah.
We professional out here dropping bombs.
Yo. Watch us never use them.
I know.
Throughout the show. Like, watch us never use those. Like, we got them specifically for season 2. Actually, we got them for Fire Festival.
Yeah, we definitely did. But, we thought we'd carry them into the podcast.
Yeah.
So, for those who are unaware, for those who are unaware, I'm Najee.
And I'm Luis.
Hi.
What's up?
Welcome back
to season 2.
We are two creative individuals.
Yes, we are.
In the creative industry.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk?
Wow.
But we talk about shit that goes on here.
Yes.
And bring on other people to talk about shit that goes on
Hell
here.
yeah.
And hopefully educate, future creators, current creators, previous creators, and, just let people know how it works.
There's some crazy shit that happens behind the scenes of any artists, creative, like nobody knows. Everybody thinks it's all fun and games. Like it's all fun and games to go on tour and like
free bottles.
Yeah. You know what?
I mean, those happen, but
yeah, but it's just actually, hold up. I saw a tweet. I gotta go back and read this. Oh, okay, so I think it was Luca Lush that put this tweet out, but it was basically like, fuck. I can't remember. I definitely liked it. Hold on. Give me a second.
I mean,
all right, I found it. I got it. All right, it was life of an artist on the come up. Social life, non-existent. Diet, not good. Sex, maybe one day. Everyone, bro, you are killing it right now. And I'm like, damn.
You know what's up?
That's pretty real.
You know what's up.
Yeah,
that's very real.
For some people, though,
hey.
not us.
Okay.
You
you get a laugh track. You deserve it. But
perfect.
Yeah. So that's what we out here for. And we recently actually just hosted this event, this virtual festival event called Fire Festival.
If you don't know what a virtual festival is,
we better break it down.
Yeah, where you been?
Like, where you at? This is the future.
This is the future.
For all those unaware, Fire Festival 2019 was hosted by a group of individuals who go by, unofficially, Flip Gang. And they host this music festival, EDM, well, actually anything, everything.
Yeah. All sorts of music.
All sorts of music. Through the game Minecraft on the PC version. The concept has been around forever, but they have been recently developing these hugely successful and like just immensely popular music festivals.
Yeah, like when I think the first time you showed me was last
year.
Last fall.
When they hosted
in September.
Coachella. Not
Yeah.
Coachella. Coachella. You get the
gotta keep the branding right.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and
Yeah.
the concept of it is incredibly genius. You know,
Yeah.
gather a bunch of musicians who already do what they do.
Yep.
And have them submit a set, which is something, you know, if you're a DJ, you're already practicing sets, you're already doing things. Submit a 20-minute set, which is nothing.
Not long.
Right? And play it, you know, they're pre-recorded, but then, you know, have that stream live outside of the game so people can still listen to it if they choose to.
Yeah.
So they use Mixler, which is a service for live streaming anything that you decide to choose to stream over the internet. But they use Mixler as their audio sources, and they set up, you know, quote unquote stages, right? So the Mixler links were the stages on the audio side, but then they actually had the corresponding stages in the game. So you would join Minecraft, you would go in, you know, if you had, you need to purchase a Minecraft account, but you know, and that's like what, $30. So
It was $30.
You know, $30 if you don't already have an account to listen to your favorite artists in the
Not
internet.
even to listen.
Not even listen.
Not even listen. Just to attend the virtual festival itself.
Just to attend.
You could listen for free. There were so many people listening for free.
For free.
I think the number at the end, and I just want to say this right now because like we need to understand the gravity of the situation before we move along with this conversation. There were 88,000 listeners
just for this event.
And
that's not including anything that happened on Twitch. That's not including any unofficial like screen caps or anything. It's just straight people who decided to actually partake in the event. Physically join and click links or be in the game. 88,000 people decided to listen over the span of 2 days. It was not just one day. The first event was a 3-hour event, which, you know,
broke Minecraft.
It literally broke
like...
So last year when they had Coachella, they pushed it. They only expected, because they actually had an event with the same coordinators before that called Minecraft Birthday Party, and it was Max Schramp.
Yes,
he basically super cool dude.
Yeah,
he basically decided to have a mini or a virtual birthday party for himself. So he invited some of his closest friends who he knew were in music and also in, you know, technology or like internet music. So a lot of them were gamers. So a lot of them played Minecraft. And he decided to invite them all to his own private server, just to kind of like share and stream music, their own favorite music over the, you know, Mixler, and then just be in the server together and build and just have a fun time. And he loved the concept so much that he built it out into Coachella with Swoop Gang and everybody else who's affiliated. And Coachella fucking broke. It was wild.
Crazy.
Like literally, they only expected maybe 300 or 400 people, and then. Who is it?
Which is still a lot of people.
Which is still
like,
a lot
honestly,
of people.
it's a lot of people for something that just started. Like to get 300 or 400 people. Imagine, getting like 300 or 400 people to go to like one of your shows.
Right. Just that is a feat.
Let alone to download Minecraft if you don't have it.
Understand how to add a server.
Yeah.
You know.
And then show up to this festival. Yeah.
It's like the amount of
That's
coordination. Crazy. And dedication needed to
Yeah.
actually officially commit and immerse yourself into this festival is intense. And they managed to do that.
Yeah.
That was just the
really
first
well.
year. The second year, I think they were collectively over around 50,000 or 75,000, like around 50 to 75 listeners just on the Mixler streams. But before that even happened, let's take a step back. Before that even happened, they were only expecting 300 or 400 people. So when Chandler Riggs, who is also an internet artist, he goes by Eclipse as his DJ name. When he decided to repost and retweet and share the event on his own socials, and mind you, Chandler Riggs, you know, Walking Dead, Carl, he decided to repost that. And that shit took storm. Everybody from The Walking Dead, well, not everybody, but a lot of people from The Walking Dead crew and The Walking Dead page themselves reposted it. That made it take storm. Then Diplo got involved.
Yeah,
then Charlie XCX got involved.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, Diplo and Charlie were at the festival.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
people. It took storm. Like, and
was
then
wild.
Deadmau5 was upset because he wasn't invited. Like, no, he was like, yo, nobody decided to tell me. Like, it genuinely caught the attention of a lot of people.
That's crazy.
And so they were expecting 300 or 400 people. And they also have a corresponding Discord server, which Discord is kind of like a communication platform. So if you're familiar with Slack, which is a communication platform for businesses, it's like Skype, but with a chat room added.
For gamers.
For gamers. You know, well, Slack is for businesses, but they use the same kind of engine
my bad,
with a different skin for Discord. So
I thought you were talking about Discord.
No, you're good. So Discord, Slack, same thing. Communication platform with chat and audio channels.
Yes.
And you can build a sense of community or like a workspace, whatever the case may be. So that's how they also have that community built in. So they had like originally like 200, 300 members in this room for the event. And then everybody heard it happen, and that number jumped up to a peak for last year. It was 3,500. 3,500 people joined this event, and the span of the event was only like 3 hours, right? For the first 2 hours, because they got a huge influx of people from going from like expecting 100 to literally having 1,000 people trying to join the room at once. They broke the servers because they were just self-hosting. There was only 12 dudes in a room. And then they didn't know what to do. So the server was shut down for a few hours, but the music was still going because it was on Mixler, which was a whole separate service. So people were still enjoying the music and they were in the Discord room, taking part of the community and sharing and spreading on socials. And it just spread like wildfire.
It was crazy.
It was incredible. And then Chandler then again decided to, flex a little bit. He contacted Hypixel. And Hypixel is basically the largest Minecraft server host for third party host services. So if you're familiar with the game, Minecraft has a function called Realms, which is basically hosted servers or like remotely hosted servers for yourself. So you can buy server space from Minecraft and host your own private server games from them. Those are called Realms. Hypixel is third party server space. So they're the biggest provider outside of Minecraft themselves. So Chandler was like, yo, we need help. So he took it from the server of like a random musician's desktop to like company business grade servers for Minecraft, like the entire community, and it was insane. So that took a little bit to get everything switched over, and they didn't even quite get it switched over. I remember I was in the game and the shit literally dropped to 1 frame a second. Like, it was trash.
That's crazy.
But like in the last 30 minutes it kind of started clearing up. But when you were inside the game, you have to understand, like, they really created a festival.
Yeah.
They created an entire experience.
Gorgeous.
Stages.
Like, so beautiful.
Like monuments, hidden temples and caverns and art pieces and installations.
Yeah.
It was an enormous world. And equally as enormous the second time around for Fire Festival. But so that, like I said, so people who joined the 2 stages, it was just like Red Rock stage and Bedrocks or something. Bedrocks and some other stage. But they were like, puns on Minecraft. So when they joined the Mixler things, around collectively 50 to 75,000 listeners from those 2, or it's like 25 to 75 anyway. But we did not account for the Twitch streamers, gamers who literally, it's actively their job to be gaming and hosting and live streaming.
Which is an incredible job.
It's a great
job. If you
job.
think about it. Well done. Twitch streamers. Well done.
Well done. But they decided to join, and there were a few really, really popular ones.
Yeah.
So their streams got over like millions, like literally millions. Like,
that's
there was
crazy.
one Twitch streamer who was at like 750K views just for that evening. It
Damn.
was ridiculous.
That's insane.
It was ridiculous. That shit took off.
Yeah.
Then came the blogs. Then came the shout outs and the plugs.
Yeah.
From like, music influencers and curators, like Anthony, like the Needle Drop, like Noisy
did one.
Billboard. Like, I don't know if Billboard did one. They might have done one, but people talked about this shit. PC Gamer did a thing. Like, they really got.
It was
covered.
big. It was really big. It's big. It is big.
Yeah, and that was September 2018.
Yes.
So then they decide. When I attended that, my friend Nick, Valentine, producer Valentine, she decided to, like, she just kind of invited me to the game as a whole. She was like, yo, you got to check this out. I was like, okay. You know, I was like, I played Minecraft kind of, but like, sure, I'll check this out. Then I went in and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I have to be a part of the next one. So I
remember you pulled me up.
I was like, yo.
You were like, yo, come check this out. And I was just like, all right. And I walked up and it was like 1 frame a second. And I was just like, what am I looking at right now? I was like, why did you pull me up?
I was like, but you have to understand the potential of this thing done right. I was like, yo,
yeah,
nobody's doing this.
Nah,
and then I showed, so you remember Montali from our last
Montali.
season? He lives with us now.
He does.
And I pulled him in and I was like, yo, you have to see this. You have to see, like, this is a genius thing. This is where I want Najee to go. Like, I've always thought of Najee kind of as like just a persona, even though it is my name, it's literally my name. But like as an artist, it's kind of like a persona that I didn't really need to be in person. Like I've always enjoyed the concept, like something like Gorillas, where it's
Kanye,
virtual
man.
brand. You know,
that's why I feel about Kanye.
You know,
Kanye West, I mean, that's his name.
That's the persona,
but that's his persona, though.
Right. So,
yeah,
persona-wise, I was like, I would love to just have Najee exist in the virtual domain. Like, that was always the thing. So, I saw this, and I was like, I need to get on this. And Val was like, yeah, you should definitely, like, we'll have you part of the next one. But I was like, no. Like, I want to have Thousand Story involved in this. It's like, how do we get involved? Like, we can host, we can live stream. So, basically, I got in touch with Val and Umru and a few other people who were involved and Max, who were involved with making the festival. And I was like, I would love to help you host this. Because at the time, they were just in the room, but there was no additional aspect for people who didn't play the game to really understand what it was
about.
So I was like, Thousand Story could provide the bridge to kind of connect people to what's going on, the
IRL
aspect.
To the URL.
The IRL to the URL. So we got involved, and then we knew that there was another event happening, but we didn't know when it was happening. But they told me that it was going to happen in January, and I was like, it's September. This took you how long to do?
That's crazy.
You're trying to do another one in January. Okay. So long story short, they did it. It was stressful.
Very successful.
It was successful as hell though. Like the peak from last year, so from Coachella. Remember I said like 3,500 people in the Discord room. Community, that's active people participating in conversation in the room. Mm-hmm. Right. They reached
this
that.
Blew my mind.
Before the event even started, just people
like days before the event started.
Days before, they reached that number, and then that number doubled just from
during the event.
It was
crazy.
And we had the pleasure of being able to host that event, Fire Festival.
It was great.
So Fire Festival was kind of a play on the now defunct and clearly fraudulent Fire Festival with a Y from Ja Rule and whatever. I think there was a documentary that came out.
Brad. What's his name?
Something.
I don't know, man. It was something crazy.
But, they had this habit of, kind of playing on other names. And originally, the Fire Festival was actually called Lafapalooza. But I told them, I was like, I don't know if y'all want to do that. Y'all might get in trouble. And they were like, nah, it's fine. So it was Lafapalooza up until like the week before Fire Festival.
Damn.
So I actually, in my set, because they asked me to do a set as well. So I was going to be performing as an artist, as Najee. And me and Louise were hosting as Thousand Story. So when I submitted my set as Najee, I was like, Lollapalooza! And they're like, yeah, we're changing the name. I was like, fuck! Shit! I was like, why have you done this? I told you. But that's neither here nor there. It was still an incredible experience.
That was funny, though.
Funnily enough, though,
hint.
The common, kind of trope with the event was that, for the first 2 hours of the festival, you could never get in. So the same thing happened for this one.
Yeah.
Where the first 2 or 3 hours, nobody could get into the server because it was just overwhelmed. And I'd spent this time designing this the stage. We were going to design a whole interview stage and a bunch of different spots, and we did. But then there was like a miscommunication, and we ended up having to move the whole stage, or it kind of stayed, but like a portion of it got moved over to the main grounds. Anyway, so
because it was basically under construction up until it got moved over, and when it got moved over was the time that the festival started.
Yeah, basically it was like the day before, the night before. They're like, this can't be here. And I was like, true.
Yeah.
True.
But, but like what was crazy is that just the fact that it was under construction up until like literally
the day,
like not even the day, like less than an hour before the actual festival
Yeah.
opened, and then they ported everything over
Yeah.
to the other server.
True to the Fire Festival brand. But, with less fraudulent work.
Fraudulence.
Fraudulence, yes. Thank you. But yeah, so we ended up, for the first 2 hours, there were the Mixler stages going on.
Yeah.
And him and I, me and Louise, we ended up just kind of talking people through it and giving people updates. And it was such a cool experience to be able to kind of connect with the community in that way. Because it was, first of all, they were like, they didn't expect people to actually be hosting it. You were like, wait, there are actual people like talking to us. Like, this is like live streaming. Like, what? So we were there. We kind of signed on to, we didn't get paid or anything. We were just like, we're going to do it just out of interest. But it was 7 hours both days. So we were up in the attic for 7 hours for both days.
Yes.
Just
talking to people.
Talking and holding interviews.
We did a ton of interviews with most of the artists. Actually, we hit how many? I think it was like 30 some artists.
30 some artists
that we over the span of those 2 days. Yeah. And it was a lot.
It was incredible. And some of the crew and some of the crew. Some of the people.
The developers.
Which was really cool.
Really interesting to talk to them.
People who design. Yeah. Like there was this really dope art gallery.
Yes.
In the game. And it was designed by this artist. Her name's Kay. And she literally designed one of the coolest virtual galleries I've ever seen.
That was one of my favorite things out of the whole festival.
So cool. So she designed, in Minecraft, you can literally, in creative mode, create whatever you want out of blocks, and everything's kind of in this block shape. Right. Like, think of like Legos, but like digital. Digital Legos. So everything's a block. But the programmers, also incorporated custom code because it's a Java game, so they can literally just change a lot of it. But anyway, they were able to combine custom code to import real art into the game. So like people's actual high quality, high res art into Minecraft, which was just like, big old pixels.
Insane.
So it was this pixelated gallery with full high res real art from real artists in the community. From real people, around the world. Like it was so crazy to see. Cause walking through it, I was in an art gallery. And I was legitimately in an art gallery. You genuinely were. And you were walking through it with your character. Yeah. And me and Louise designed our own characters. We had our own skins, for it was great. Like it was a really immersive thing. Yeah. And there's so much work that went into it. The kind of just the buildings and the creations that happened in that that we saw. Like there was this huge rocket, like a little NASA rocket that had like a trampoline of slime at the bottom.
The CN Tower. It was just from Toronto.
There was everything. There was a whole ass moon.
They had a jewel, a huge jewel. Like it was crazy. Yeah, it was incredible.
Wild. The designers of this world, and there were several, but there was only a few. Honestly, there was 4 or 5 solid designers, and they spent a lot of time, and including ourselves too. So we spent time designing stuff, but they were next level. Yeah. And it was amazing.
And it really, when you were walking through it, you felt like you were walking through festival grounds. I mean, everything around you was just it was just fun. It was fun to walk through. Yeah. I mean, it was genuinely I don't know what's around this corner. And then when you get around there, you're like, oh shit, this is so cool. Who thought to put this in here?
And it's crazy because they successfully moved over the servers to high pixel servers, so everything was running smoothly, like butter, genuinely, amazing. It was you were at the place. It was
cool,
well done. And it obviously took a few hours to get everything kind of ported over because even high pixel themselves, Minecraft servers are not meant to handle that many people. They were. No. That's why it took 2 hours to get everybody in, because they were literally overloading the servers. They were like, we did not expect this at all, and it was crazy. That many people attended and came through, and it was just a really incredible experience, especially just being able to connect with people in Discord as well, and through Mixler, through our live stream, and just having people when we were interviewing them, and people getting to hear their favorite artists and ask them questions, and being able to be that kind of go-to and that liaison between the artist and their audience was really, really, really nice.
Yeah, and it was really cool to get to pick people's brains, because being an artist in that, I mean, I know you were an artist in that festival, but just the idea that people who don't even know you are joining this game to see your character on stage you know, and listening to your music, to your mix, essentially. Like that's just you're reaching people that you didn't even know you could reach. You know what I mean? Because like, and a lot of people said this too. They were like, "This was my first festival.
Yeah,
this was the first festival I've ever attended,
ever." And
that was mind blowing to me because I've never been to like a music. I mean, I've been to certain festivals, like comedy festivals and all this other stuff. I've never been to like a Bonnaroo or like a Coachella or anything like that.
And there were families who were like, you know, I brought my kids to this festival for the first time. Everybody's sitting around the table with Minecraft loaded. You know, so you have like a dad and like his 3 kids
listening to the music.
It was wild.
It was crazy.
It was a full event. Like the only difference was that it was virtual.
That really was it.
That was literally it. And there were geniuses for implementing it so well in that way. But even then, there were, you know, I felt like there were limitations that could be improved upon by using another platform.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like even Monty mentioned it. He was like, you know, why aren't they doing this in like Fortnite or why are they doing this in like Roblox or something?
Right.
And I was like, you know, just because everybody has Minecraft, it makes sense. But, you know, other platforms took notice. So even recently, there was just this Marshmello made an announcement that he and Epic Games were working together on a virtual festival.
That's crazy.
In Fortnite.
That's
after
wild.
the success of this festival. Like this virtual festival was the biggest virtual festival that's ever happened. Period.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, 88,000 listeners, like that's, roughly. Like that's
Coachella actively. What? Coachella's like audiences. Let me see. Let's look it up here. Coachella audience.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait,
like the actual Coachella?
Okay, because you're saying Coachella, and I'm getting confused.
No, so like let's see. Coachella, the biggest music festival. Coachella statistics. So Coachella, which everybody knows, drew 99,000 attendees every day that it was there, right?
Wow.
So to think that this festival that came out of thin air,
it's crazy,
on the internet, drew 88,000 people
to listen to people online,
to just internet musicians.
Yeah.
And you know there were some more popular faces. You know, so you had Hudson Mohawk, you had Anna Monoguchi, you had Sean Wasabi, you had
so many people.
Oh gosh, who else was there? Charlie was supposed to make an appearance. Luca Lush was there. Ikali, Vincent. I mean, these are you know more obscure names if you're not familiar with electronic music, but these are big names in the electronic industry.
Yes.
And everybody, the fact that this could happen and for free. That's the biggest thing. Coachella is you paying bucks.
Oh, you paying money
for Coachella. But
the tickets are like, oh man, they go up to like $1,000,
1,000, easy.
Like for real. And that's not even accounting. That's just the ticket.
But to get into a festival for $30 at most.
Yeah.
Right. And
hang out with your favorite artists,
your friends, your favorite artists.
There were people taking pictures.
Yeah. Screenshots, and it's incredible. Somebody had like literal Polaroids. I don't know how they did that one. Maybe they like took a screen, like a picture of their screen. It was weird, but they had physical Polaroids.
That's hilarious.
It was really wild. But anyway, so 88,000 in 2 days. That happened. That's a real thing. Yeah. That's a real metric. That's something they accomplished from nothing. And that is what, you know, took storm. Yeah. That's what people paid attention to, especially in blogs and media. And that's why it was so, you know, at least for the Fire Festival community, they were like enraged when they heard that Marshmello was holding his own festival in Fortnite, because they felt like it was just some company trying to take advantage of the whole situation and milk it for profit.
Right.
Which I could see why they'd be upset by it, because it's like, yo, this is literally our idea, and it was supposed to be for community, and you're doing it for one artist. Like what? Like I could see why that would piss people off. But in the same token, I feel like it's smart to host this kind of thing in something like Fortnite, which just released what they call creative mode. So I checked it out. I was like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so creative mode is a free. Fortnite in general is free to play. You can purchase season passes if you want to get extra perks, but it's free to play for everybody, anybody, and it's
which makes sense. Yeah,
it's on Switch, it's on PC, it's on Xbox One,
it's on
PS4,
your phone,
everything. It's literally on everything, and it's free to play. So I was like, that in and of itself makes it a huge hole in that market, just ready for somebody to take over.
Yep.
So Marshmallow took advantage of that, but I went to kind of like scope through the creative mode, and it's incredibly comprehensive. There is so much you can do with the creative mode in there. Like, it's not just on a grid. It's not, so Minecraft is bound to, a grid locked system. Again, it's squares and pixels, so things are always orderly. And you can make intense and large creations, but they're very pixelated and they're very blacky. In this, Fortnite, there's curves and angles and dances.
It's cool. That was that's the thing that I loved is about Fortnite is that you can actually dance. Like, you can make your character dance in the game. Yeah. Which is just, it makes sense. If
it makes
100%
sense.
Music festival, yeah.
So it's already fertile ground for endless possibility for future music festivals to think of Fortnite as that kind of platform. And then they added the creative mode, which is a game changer, because I saw how you can design in there, and you can design.
I didn't know that. When did they release this? Do you know?
It was a few months ago. Well, maybe more than a few months ago, but like anywhere between like 2 and 6 months ago. But as a result, so me and Monty checked it out while our friend Jimmy was still here, and Jimmy came to visit us for a week, and he filmed the whole process while we were here.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy V.
So after the festival finished, we checked out Fortnite to see if the same thing could kind of be done in Fortnite. And like I said, we went and we just used the PS4 version, and the building capabilities were incredible. So I could easily see that being the next platform for the virtual festival realm. Obviously, it eventually will extend like AR and VR, and I would love for that to happen.
That would be so cool.
You literally don't have to go anywhere. You can just enjoy a festival from your home. That would be insane. But in the meantime, Fortnite, I think, is a viable option for. It's not to say that Minecraft will just cease to exist or they won't have the community. Obviously, the community's there. It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
But Fortnite, I feel like, is the next foray into really making that, approachable for people to actually be able to partake in the event. Because everybody can download Fortnite. You don't have to pay. Unless you don't have a phone or a PC or anything. But in this day and age, it's highly improbable that you don't have a phone or a PC or some sort of electronic device that can run Fortnite.
It's true. Especially, if it's on every platform. The thing that I feel like was really smart was the fact that you can have it on your phone. It's trash to play.
Of course.
It's terrible to play on your phone.
But you can still join. And everybody on any platform can play with anybody on any platform,
which is crazy.
Is where I feel like if Minecraft or the people behind it, Flip Gang, if they really want to improve upon that, they have to move to the cross-platform realm. They have to really take that next step and figure out on the coding side. Even though I know it's simpler to it's easier said than done.
To say. Yeah,
it's far easier said than done.
Sure.
Because the coding that went into this on the Java side was immense, but the next thing that would really, really push this farther, at least in the Minecraft realm, would be getting that cross-platform, because cross-platform is going to be the way to go if you really want the virtual festival kind of experience to extend.
Because you're cutting out like such a large part of the audience. So many people just who play on Xbox or PlayStation. You know.
Minecraft too, like not just anything, like Minecraft specifically. There are so many players on so many platforms, but because it was exclusive to the Java version for PC or Mac, you couldn't you excluded all those users. And so there's actually a version on the PC it's called the Bedrock Edition, which is the one that's compatible with like Windows 10 and Xbox and all the other platforms. But it's gonna be a better time all around for them if they eventually move into that cross-platform, because that's the way I think everybody needs to go in order to make that bigger, unless they don't want it to, because there's also something to be said to be being a niche community and being a specific community, and that's fine if they only want to go that route. But I don't think they can be mad if somebody wants to take it further, like with Fortnite or something like that. I think that's just the natural evolutionary next step.
And it's really interesting that these are even happening, because like honestly, for an artist, it would be so easy to attend a virtual festival. You don't have to go. You're just at home, literally chilling. You submitted your set, or what would be even cooler is if you could perform live in your home, for a bunch of people. That'd be super.
See, that'd be more work. That would
be more work. So like, why even go that route?
Exactly.
No, but yeah. The amount of people that you can reach, it just makes sense to like continue pushing down this route. Because like, yeah, I love going to live shows. I really, really do. But I feel like I would have just as much fun knowing that I'm in the same virtual space with like one of my favorite artists, and they're just like playing the same game. Like we're playing a game together.
Game. Like you're there.
Yeah, you're there
with them.
It's crazy.
That's like there's no green room.
No.
I mean, yes, they had like virtual chat rooms and things set up like that, but like you're basically there.
Yeah.
You're all in the same chat space.
Yeah.
Like you're in the same room. Like it's the next step in really connecting people and making that human element come into the digital realm.
And the thing that I found, I think coolest of all was just that I legitimately feel like there was more closeness in that than there probably was at regular festivals.
Oh yeah.
Because when you're at regular festivals, I mean, yeah, you hang out with your friends, you know? And yes, you meet some new people, but
you stay safe. I mean, drugs.
Yeah, for real. But I don't know. There was just like such a sense of community in this festival that I have never seen before, like at any show.
And positivity. I mean, it's not to say that like the festivals aren't positive,
Yeah.
but like there was an overwhelming sense of like positivity and like just inclusiveness.
And the whole point of the festival, because like they had done it before and they were doing it again, but they actually they were raising money for the Trevor Project.
Yeah.
Which was huge. And they were selling, what was it? They were selling skins?
They were selling skins. They were selling
just
shirts.
like merch.
Yeah, merch.
Yeah, just like merch for...
Like virtual
merch for your characters. And they ended up raising, I want to say it was like somewhere like $1,500.
Yep.
Yeah.
$1,500 raised for a good cause. All the money that went to the project went to a good cause. Like, it's just this perfect slew of being like community and good. It was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing this more often?
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna happen more often, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see where that goes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where the virtual festival realm goes.
I'm intrigued if this festival with Marshmello is going to be monetized. I imagine it would be.
I don't know how it would be. I mean, unless, because they said he made the deal with Epic specifically. So unless, because me and Monty were talking
they're
about
probably
it,
going to build out their own specific space for it.
You know, the audio would have to be coming from Epic service in that case, which means that if it's Marshmello, if he signed, and they have to deal with Sony, and they have to deal with whoever he signed. I don't know if he's with Sony, but, you know, there's a whole extra step in making sure that if audio is coming through the game itself, that, you know,
Sony's making some money off of it.
So, yeah, somebody's making some money off of it. So, you know, that does change the realm a bit. That makes the conversation very business minded as opposed to just community minded.
For sure.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No.
But, you know, it's just.
The thing about but I feel like the thing about gamers is that yes, we will pay money for something, but community based is really what we like to feel a part of.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
100%. Always.
Like, yeah, DLCs that are bunk. We've all been there.
You've all been there.
We've all been there.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
No, but yeah, I'm really excited to see where that goes. Just the fact that somebody else is talking about it and there's a larger artist, the fact that it caught that much attention is insane to me.
It's indicative of where it really,
of where it can go,
where music can go, where festivals and just how we consume goes. You know, so we'll see. We'll see where we're at in a year from now. Maybe we'll revisit it. And, you know.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a Wikipedia page to pop up.
Seriously,
virtual.
I don't know why it's not there already, but anyhow, I mean, it's funny enough. We were actually supposed to have Umar on the show this time, but he couldn't make it. So we're gonna try and have him on next season. So maybe we'll have a recap then. Maybe there'll be another event that's already happened by the time. So we'll get a sneak peek into that. But
you know, actually, I was thinking about Coachella when we were talking about it, and. Do you know, like they, you might know, but they they stream all the sets on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel like every single year that Coachella passes, I always watch like my favorite artist sets.
Yep.
And I like wait. I'll be like, oh shit. Like I remember when Kendrick Lamar was on it, I was like, I'm gonna stay up till like whatever.
Yeah, you know? I remember we were in our previous apartment.
Yeah.
And the thing is, YouTube actually really integrated with them on that because they had like a whole layout.
Oh yeah. For
YouTube
sure.
Specific.
Yeah.
So it's
I always thought that was super incredible. Yeah. So it was an interesting way to like really experience that festival because you don't have to deal with the people. It's free.
Very, very
you
true.
get to see, you know, your artist performance or your favorite artist perform. And do they upload them later? do they live there? Because I don't really think they do.
I don't think they do. I think it was just live. I think that was the whole appeal of it. That's
you either make it or you don't.
Yeah, maybe you know.
Yeah.
But for those in those cases, I feel like there's obviously there's still a market for in real life festivals. There always will be.
Oh yeah,
for
sure.
Want to viscerally experience something in real life. Like I get that. That's always going to be there. But I think virtual festivals are definitely a thing that's going to be. They're going to be here for a long time. They're going to be here for a while because it's a viable alternative to experience something that everybody else can experience at the same time. It's the replacement to TV. In like. When TV was a huge thing, when TV was really popping, because TV's dying. TV's definitely dying. Even who was recently on, Jimmy Fallon was recently on The Breakfast Club because he was talking about how his ratings are going down.
Really?
People just don't watch TV like that.
No. People will watch the YouTube clips.
The YouTube clips.
Yeah.
For
real.
So
over TV.
The sense of everybody joining around, that feeling of everybody being around the TV at the same time is weakening. That's going away. And people aren't going to sit down and watch the same thing at the same time.
And this isn't just like sitting around Netflix and watching like a movie. No. We mean like something that is actually live right now, happening at this point in time. Like, for example, the Beatles coming to him. No, but for real, the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. That was the craziest thing that had ever happened. Everybody, millions of people watched that at the same time. JFK.
And that's a lost consumption form. Well, it's not lost, obviously. People still watch TV. But the thing, how we consume has changed. We're on demand. We're very quick. We're very internet-based, So the demand has changed, and it's the consumption form has to change. And I think this is just a way to kind of deal with that. How to get everybody in the same space to continue being able to be a part of that same feeling.
Shared experiences. Yeah. Like, how do we still continue to have those shared experiences while on the internet? When we're not locked into like a few different channels like we used to be on TV.
Yeah. You had what? NBC.
Yeah.
CBS.
ABC.
I think that's really it.
Yeah. That's pretty much. Oh, PBS.
But that's paid for. That wasn't like national. Well, it was national, but it was like paid for by people. Like
yeah. That's
like
true.
NBC, ABC, all those were like they got their own.
Yeah.
Profit.
No, that's true.
Anyway.
But that's really interesting to think about because in our internet age we really don't have those shared experiences unless it's something that's happening to the country, and I feel like that's why we really stick to politics, and we've always stuck to politics is because that for us is a shared experience. We're like all going through Donald Trump being our president.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and however you view that is part of that shared experience, but we're all going
on one
through
side
at the
or
same
the
time.
other. There's a bunch of people with you on one side or the other.
Yeah, but there's nothing like, even for like artists, like I feel like something as big as like the Beatles coming to America, like there's no, and I'm the reason I'm saying this is because nobody is going to talk about an artist of today like that.
True.
I feel like because we all have our own niche markets. There's nothing that's like that crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree to an extent. You know, like I feel like I guess household names. Like there are still some household names, but to get to that status nowadays is a lot harder.
It's a lot of work.
It's not that it was any easier back then, but the means of how we consumed made it a bit easier to become a superstar because you had the budgets. You had in order to become a music star, you had to have a major label. You had to have the millions of dollars.
But see, I don't know, man, because like, all right, name a major artist today. Kanye West. Do you really think that everybody knows about Kanye West?
In the States? Probably. If not everybody, a majority of people do.
Yeah. Okay.
In Toronto, everybody knows about Drake.
Yeah, true.
Right.
True.
And even in the States, a lot of people do. But at the same time, they kind of were in this weird crossroads between the old era
and the new era.
You know? So you don't find many newer artists, like newer than them, like our age and younger, really getting that same kind of popularity. Like there are no more Pharrell, there are no more Timbalands.
No. Dr. Dre's.
Yeah, they don't become household names now.
No,
because it's a different way of how we consume media. We consume media faster, with less attention to the actual media. And
because I'm thinking of big artists like Ariana Grande.
So Ariana is
You
one
know
of the
what I'm
few,
saying?
but she also grew up. She was in that Crossroads. She was like one of the last.
Because she was on TV.
She was on TV.
She was on Victorious, right?
She was one of the Victorious and another show that
She
was
had
still
another
on.
spin-off show for herself, I think. Yeah.
And that's the thing. She was part of that last bastion of mass marketable artists like Justin Bieber and Katy Perry,
Miley Cyrus.
that where TV was still our main go-to.
Yeah.
But now that the internet is taking hold, what becomes the next biggest thing? And that's different.
Yeah.
You don't become the next biggest thing over the internet.
No, you
except
don't.
in your niche community.
In your niche community, for
it's
sure.
a lot harder to become a megastar off of the internet than it was years ago because there were different mediums.
Which is interesting. So, like, would you consider Chance at that level?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people don't know about Chance?
So many people.
So many people don't know about Chance.
Yeah.
We know about him.
Yeah, because it's a
of
niche market still.
We're
Yeah.
in this industry. But there are so many people. Like, of course, he's huge in Chicago.
pretty big, yeah.
Chicago knows him
Yeah.
for sure. But I can't guarantee somebody in Texas is going to know him.
Yeah, that's true.
Many people will, yes.
That's true.
But I can't guarantee, that everybody.
Yeah.
I know Chance the Rapper.
This is fucking me up, man.
It's crazy that we're getting to that point. Superstardom is a lot harder to achieve, if not damn near impossible.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just
almost a better thing. Honestly, it really is. Because, like, one, you're not succumb to somebody's opinion and just, like, having that, like, few people influencing everybody else.
Yep.
And two, like, for as far as the artist goes, you have your own niche market. And that is amazing because you have your own core
Ride or
audience.
dies.
Exactly. That's just gonna be able to like fund you creating really. Yeah.
But I think that's important. It's important to notice that kind of distinction between, how success is defined nowadays. Because if the superstar is less feasible, but you're more prone to finding monetary or just, audience-based success with niche markets, the metric can no longer be based on how famous you are.
No.
It can't. It's now going to be based around how your community is, how important you are to your community, as opposed to the world as a whole, which is really cool. It's gonna a lot of artists' careers now are going to depend on the people, less so than the major markets that are pushing them. And then becoming a household name.
Yeah, and then you're creating a level of intimacy with your audience at that point because it's just a few of you. Really,
it's just a few, which is where internet festivals going to come into play because a lot of people, social media stars, a lot of celebrities are on social media. And, a lot of celebrities are using the internet to gain their audience, gain their fans, gain their platform. So this is only going to become a more viable thing in this realm. People are going to, and especially if it's free. What? Like. It's just I'm curious to see what's going to happen when it becomes
with the Fortnite
paid.
one. Yeah. The likelihood of it becoming free, I don't think it's possible.
I don't know.
Because with Fortnite, I mean, you can use I forget what they call their dollars. I don't even remember.
I think it's just bucks.
Oh yeah, bucks or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But I can already see them being like, get your festival outfit,
Yeah.
And then that's on top. That's on top of the ticket festival, just to get in.
Well, we'll see. We will definitely see.
Yeah,
but
that'll be cool though.
What do you guys think? Where do you think internet festivals are going? If you even knew of them, like where do you want them to go? You should let us know. Let us know. Twitter. Let us know. We got that Twitter.
Tweet
and
at
Instagram.
us.
Anywhere at 1000story_. It's an actual underscore, not the word underscore. Season 2, we got you.
Season 2, gotta keep it locked.
Gotta keep it locked. But yeah, send us some of your thoughts and what you think where things are gonna go. And shout out some of your favorite artists too. See who we can check out anybody. Put us on.
Yeah, because I need some new music in my life. I found like 2 artists the other day, and I was so excited. I was just like, oh shit, like they've been making music for a while. And it's always like the best when you find somebody who's been making music for a bit, and there's just like steady growing, and you're like, damn, I'm still here. Like
I got so much to look through.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel
that.
that.
Was amazing.
But amazing. Let us know. And I was gonna say something. I can't even remember what I was gonna say now. But yeah.
Well, I actually, I got something to say. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm glad that everybody's back. Shout out to everybody who sent us messages And we're like, are you coming back?
Yes.
Yes.
We are back.
We're here.
And we are here to stay.
Yeah.
So basically how it's going to work is we already said this, but we're going to be doing it in seasons. And this year we have the seasons a little more planned out. So, we're going to be running this one. Everything's always 15 episodes. Every season is 15 episodes.
Yep.
So this one will be running, instead of dropping 8 episodes at once, we'll be doing them weekly as we normally did. So season 2 will be running from February 25th, today, to June 3rd. And then we're going to be taking a slight pause from July until September. In September is when the season 3 premieres, and it'll be basically from September to December. I believe so. Yeah. So that's
how this year's gonna go.
That's how this year's gonna go. Hopefully the next year goes the same. We can kind of keep that consistent schedule for you guys. But
that'd be super cool.
That's what it is. You know, February to June, September to December. And we do it all over again the next year. That's the plan. So
that is the plan.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it the last year. The response was incredible.
That was crazy. We weren't expecting that at all. Especially for like
something that just started.
Some just
out of thin air. Okay, we should probably I did plan them. We actually already do have a Discord room. So
we do.
Eventually I'm going to start incorporating that more into the podcast stuff, because I want to really connect with you guys more. That was really cool to do it, especially in Fire Festival, just to see what people are talking about. And so maybe next year, by the end of the season, we'll probably have the Discord up and running, and have people joining. It won't be many, but eventually it will.
We'll grow the audience.
But in lieu of that,
like a plant,
feel free to check us out on basically any platform that podcasts are on. Spotify, Apple Podcasts
app,
and leave us reviews, please. Those help so much.
They really do. They really do.
On Apple Podcasts, it's huge. On Google Podcasts, tell your friends, tell your family. YouTube, because we're on YouTube now.
We're on YouTube. Yeah.
You feel me? We made it.
We did.
We don't have live video yet, but we're thinking about it.
We'll get there.
But yeah, we're on YouTube now. So leave us comments, subscribe, like that shit, share that shit. Or dislike it. If you dislike it, just
let us know. Let us know, for real. Yeah. Because, if I say something dumb, tell me.
Please. But yeah, we're on everything. YouTube, Spotify.
Wait, so these live videos, though, I'm kind of nervous about that.
No,
the only reason I'm nervous is because, we've been doing these in our pajamas, and nobody knows that.
Nobody,
except for right now when I told everybody. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to dress up.
We have to get dressed.
I'm gonna have to shave.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You have to care.
God, gotta do my hair.
Anyway, yeah. Interact with us. Let us know how you feel. Comments, reviews, everything and anything else. And you can find all that information where you can leave all those, we can find all the podcast providers at thousandstory.co/podcast. And that, again, that's thousandstory.co/podcast. Pretty simple. But thank you for listening. Thank you for caring enough to hear the words we say and take them to heart.
Much
enough to, comment and reach out to us. We appreciate it. We really, really do. We'd love to keep doing this, because we're not getting paid for it. Eventually, maybe. Who knows? But
maybe one day.
We're just here to support.
No, one day.
One day.
We have to will it into the future.
Will it?
One day.
Maybe you'll be supporters. Who knows? But for now, we're here for free, and we're helping you out. We'll always be free. We'll never be charging for a podcast.
Yes.
I will never charge anybody
to
hear me talk.
I wouldn't.
But...
Wait.
Well, unless it's a TED Talk.
I was supposed to say, unless it's a TED Talk or an event.
But besides that, for the podcast, we're going to keep that free.
Yeah.
So
we got to make a difference.
Hopefully we could be around for a while.
Yeah.
But so what's our next episode about?
Fuck, man. I don't know why. Shit. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I was ready to say goodbye.
I know.
Oh,
but we didn't give them our handles yet. I was gonna get it.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
All right. Well, like we said, you want to find us Twitter, Instagram at thousandstory_. If you want to find me personally, I'm Najee. It's Mr. Najee Boy on Twitter and Instagram at MRNAJIBOY.
Damn. Okay. You can find me at El Pontillo. That's ELPONTILLO on Twitter and Instagram.
Beautiful.
Hit me up. Shoot me a message. Say I'm really just stalling right now because I don't know what to say.
Yeah. So now, what is next, Luis? What's the next episode about?
All right. Yeah. So next episode, we're gonna talk about how How to fuck.
How to fuck.
Oh, God.
You heard it here.
Oh, shit. Fuck this up.
And on that note, this has been the 1,000 Story Podcast.
I really wasn't. I mean, that wasn't it. I was just. Nah, that's it. I just fucked. I can't think.
We'll see you next episode.
Bye. Bye.